Dope. It's too bad there's not anything up there with a trail map or anything. Oh well. Anyway, trail, Bedford City Trail. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory, eh? First bridge, just as you get on the trail, headed out of town. Apparently we're gonna go downhill for a little bit, which is kind of cool. So, keep on going. This is kind of cool. All right. While there were no bathrooms at the trailhead, which is kind of worrisome, about a kilometer in, there was a porta pot right after you cross the road. Probably where the original trail started before they added a little section in town. But it was nice. So nice to see the city of Bedford puts out a porta pot for trail users. So that's a plus. So on we go. That stone up there, I do probably believe is the 1 mile mark. An old house or an old shack or something with a flower painted on it. It's obviously not there anymore. Totally tore up, but it's kind of cool right there, right beside that creek. So and you can see it goes on for a while. That might maybe a house, maybe it was industry, probably something for the old railroad, maybe. So who knows? Pretty cool. Well, if you like bridges and running over them, this is the place for you. That right there is number the 11th bridge, and I'm up in the distance, the 12th, in less than 3 miles. So if it keeps up like this, it's gonna be a lot of bridges. Still going slightly downhill, but I think it's about over, so we're almost at 3 miles in. So it's been pretty cool so far. Always concerning when you see 2 deer. A couple of minutes later, you hear boom, boom, boom. So hopefully nobody decides to shoot me today. Though you wouldn't think so on this trail, but you never know. Anyway, first downhill, 2.75 miles. Immediately right back into a gradual uphill. So I'm kind of curious to see how long this goes. But I think 13 bridges so far. This section seems not to be running by the side of the creek, so might be a bit before we hit another one, but it's definitely different. It's not where I normally run, so I'm kind of enjoying it. Tons of little off trails. Some of them are posted as private property, so I probably wouldn't venture off on those unless I had permission, but some are not posted, so all kinds of other things to explore if you ever come up here or you live close. So anyway, onward we go. Now we're head up with the river. Looks like it's gonna run alongside the river for a while. Maybe all the way out, I don't know. Still going uphill, better than a mile now. And you're gonna see just gradual, 1.5%, 2%. Pretty cool. Right here you got the rock face where they cut it out for the railroad. Then right there you got the river where they built it up for the railroad. So it's pretty cool. All right, guys, it is just went past 5 mile mark on the trail. The first 4 miles, or mile marked every half mile with limestone blocks, which is what Bedford's known for. A lot of the limestone you see in Bloomington was mined from Bedford. So just past the 16th bridge on this trail so far, and the river is somewhere over there. probably half mile away or so. Still going up. So probably just over 2 miles going up again. So I'm kind of gonna bet that looks like maybe we're getting close to the top. We'll see. Right now, the odor's not so good. Right over there is maybe a chicken farm or a pig, one of those industrial chicken farms or pig farms or turkey farms or something like that. It doesn't smell good. So, yep, still going up. Over 2.5 miles and still going up. So, still pretty cool. Kind of looks like a little tunnel of trees and leaves here. There's enough turns that you can't see forever and ever, so it is pretty sweet. This is a couple more weeks out. Fall would really be going and the tree leaves would really be changing. And this would be absolutely beautiful run. Check it out. It's not a tunnel like Tunnel Hill, but dang, it is tight and close. So, absolutely incredibly cool. And the trees overhead kind of make it feel like it's just a straight out tunnel. So, and kudos to whoever maintains this trail. All these blowdowns have been cut. And all that kind of stuff. I'd probably say the only thing that I got any complaints about is some of the places the grass is a little bit grown up on the sides and in the middle, but not bad. Good job. Ooh, keep moving. I know, bad dad joke. So it turns out my prediction of the hill being over was wrong. That was a 4.2 mile climb. Again, not tough, but there it is. Remember I said about the mile markers being in stone? There they are, and had the rest of the way after 4 miles there in those. The unfortunate part of that is they don't have the mile markage on the other side. So you just kind of have to know that there's post. So, but yeah, 4.2 miles. I think I got about 2.5, maybe a little more than 2.5 miles till I hit the end of this and then start back. So I do believe I read it was a 10.3 mile trail. So we'll see. I ain't going much farther than that anyway. I wanted about 20, 21 today, so it'll be fun. Hopefully there's a little place to relax down at the end so I can get some food and water and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, onward we go. All right, still rolling. After that big climb, it's been maybe slightly downhill or flat. If it's down, it's not much, like 0.5%, and that's flat. This right up here is the second road crossing on this whole trail. I haven't crossed, but this is only the second one, so it's you run beside farms and some few houses here and there, but for the most part it's just straight out in the middle of the woods. It's extremely pretty. There it is. That is the 21st bridge on this trail. It's the only one that's covered so far. 10 miles, which means it's supposed to end in 3/10. So, but that is, that's pretty cool. Bridge just across the road, right next to that lake that's really, really dried up right now because it's been dry. But kind of see it. Last mile or so has been, slightly downhill. Probably not much though, maybe 0.5%. Looks like maybe we're going just a little bit up, but we're ending soon, so get out here at the end and recap it, and probably on the way back you won't get me talking a lot, so just some footage of the scenery. So all right, onward we go. At the end of the trail, 10.3 was not quite right. I got 10.7. Actually, there was the 10.5 mile marker right when you ended the trail. Looks like the railroad track maybe continues on, but I'm not sure if it's actually open or not. But this is as far as I needed to go anyway. I turn around and head back here. There is a store here at the end of it, so you could always come down here and get sodas, water. They got soda machines, and they're not open. You can get some soda out of that, but pretty sweet. 21 bridges, so out and back is going to be 42. That's a lot of bridges. Didn't see any after like 2 miles in, maybe 3. I didn't see anybody the whole time. Saw a few people here at this place. You can see it's a tack service along with a bait and tackle and all that. So, yeah, it's kind of nice out here. So, I'm gonna fill my water bottles up, give them something to eat, and then I'm gonna head back and I'll film a little bit as we go. But that's pretty much it. So, I would say it's definitely different than Tunnel Hill. Maybe not quite as nice the trail itself, but for the most part it's pretty solid. But the scenery is probably a little nicer, so can't complain. River's right down there. Yeah, so that river we saw earlier winds around, comes right back to here. So it's pretty cool. There's where the trail comes out right there, and then it does continue on, but I don't think it's probably open for public, or if it is, it's probably just for people that live along it. So, all right.
Down to the ground, you're dragging me. It's constantly. No, I won't make a sound. I love the pain. It sets me free. It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the bird below you, tell myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew the truth. I hurt myself for you. On the ground, I know the truth. I know the truth. Oh, now I'm on the ground. I know the truth. Oh, the truth. I'm shaking now, 'cause you say those things, then shut me out. Got no clue what you have found. I'm a rose in thorns, but you cut me down. It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the bird below you, tell myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew the truth. I hurt myself for you. I know the truth. Oh, now
that's a wrap. Ended up with 21.4 miles for the whole out and back. So I had a liter and a little over 2 liters of water, and I used most of it. And this is mid-October. Now, granted, I could have got some replacement down at the store at the end, down at the river, but I didn't take cash with me because I wasn't expecting there to be anything there. So now I know if I ever do it again, I will definitely use that store. I went in to throw away some trash, and they were super nice people. So I wish I would have had some money on me. I would have bought some. But regardless of all that, that was a fun trail. May do it again sometime, but that was definitely good. It was a good, solid tunnel hill training kind of thing for their 100. The 2.5 mile, little over 2.5 mile climb back into town's actually relatively steep for rails trails. You could feel it when you were walking and running, and you could definitely feel it a little bit. The bikes going down it were moving pretty quick. I ran into just a couple people on the way back until I got within a couple miles of town, and there were some walkers and some people riding bikes. But until then, it was pretty desolate out there. And I started like a little before 9 o'clock local, so it wasn't super early this morning when I started. So yeah.